Good morning, a pleasant morning, folks. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We are here with you on the Sugar City Morning Show right here on North Television Channel 10. Once again, Robert Checker Usher with you on this great Wednesday. Hey, we had some nice rain last night. Very strong, solid rain came down last night and it washed up the place. All right, so we hope that they wash out some what we go through right now of those cases, positive cases that has been identified. But we say good morning to you. Welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show for today, Wednesday, and it's the 6th day of July, of August, that is 2020. We trust and hope that you out there are doing fine. You're waking up this morning and hope that everything will go well with you today. And remember, folks, we got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of ourselves because no one will take care of us. We have to be, it should be that we are each other's keepers. But right now, seems like some of us are going down that way and some are going down the other way that don't really have much concern of what is happening. But so what you do now, folks, you take care of yourself. You take care, we take care of ourselves. And once we take care of ourselves and we take the measures, if you have to buy a Coke today, you have to buy one pack of biscuit just for a least snack off, make that into something safe like a hand sanitizer or something that you need. Mask, because now and then the mask you need to change it. But folks, of everything that is happening, we want to say good morning to Delvi this morning. Good morning, Delvi.
Good morning, Mr. Checky, and good morning to everyone listening.
You sound so bright today, man.
This is a new day. This is the day that the Lord has made, Mr. Checky. Despite its circumstances, I am grateful this morning.
Okay, certainly that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Well, being grateful and we are seeing another day. Let's give thanks.
Yes, and I'd just like to share a verse for the morning and then I'll go into the prayer.
Okay, certainly.
All right. The verse for this morning is from 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 13 to 15, and it reads, "Therefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. As obedient children, not conforming yourselves to the former lust as in your ignorance, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, because it is written, be holy, for I am holy." Almighty and Heavenly Father, Lord, this morning I just come before you once again, giving you thanks above all things for the breath and the gift of life. Lord, it is written in your words that you command us to be holy just as you are holy, Lord. You did not command us to be perfect. You did not command us to be ignorant. You did not command us to be negative. You commanded us to be holy, O Lord. Fill us with your strength, O Lord. Fill us with your courage, that we may grow to be the people that you call us to be, a holy people. As we go about this day, oh God, I just pray just a special blessing upon every soul that who may be listening. Please cover them, Lord. I pray for healing where healing is due in their life. I pray for restoration where restoration is due in their life, oh God. And I just pray, oh Lord, that your Holy Spirit may go out to touch them in a special way. For it is only by your grace, oh God, that we are here. I give you thanks for all that you continue to do for us and all that you are to us. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.
Amen, amen, and thank you so much. It's a wonderful time, a wonderful day. The rain came down last night.
Yes, showers a blessing.
Yeah, and it came strong too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, you know.
Planting the smile, so.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you know that well, cases have been identified and they keep on identified day by day as the days go by, you know.
I'm following, yes.
Yeah, so we have always said try to be your brother's keeper. We try to do that, but we have to make sure we take care of ourselves as well, no?
Yes, and by taking care of ourselves, we are our brother's keepers without we know it, Mr. Checky. When you take care of yourself, you take care of your whole family.
Yep, that's true.
So if everybody take care of themselves, they are being their brother's keeper. It's starts with us, every person.
Yeah, and the people that don't want to take care of themselves, we cannot bring them down because that's their prerogative. But we
Mm-hmm.
just hope that that I get the correct message and they take care of themselves so we can be safe as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes, definitely.
yeah, everybody have their own world.
Mm-hmm.
You live in your own world, in your own society, the way you want to live, the way you want to think, the way you want to take um, your life forward. But we cannot choose and we cannot judge no one, right?
Mm-hmm. We can, but for everything that we do choose to do, and we have the free will to do so, there are consequences, and we can't, we shouldn't shy away from that. That even with our free will, there are consequences for decisions that we make. So
Right.
we still encouraging everyone to be mindful.
Yeah, yeah, and girl, things that look critical for the country right now, girl, because it look like this thing is not a cluster again. It look like this thing is spreading.
Yep, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. And you know what it reminds me of, Mr. Cheke? In the day of Noah, to get spiritual a bit, in the day of Noah, God gave Noah the instruction to build an ark. We all know the story,
Yeah.
And all the people and the laugh after him. God, the day may dry, the sun may they out, no rain, no cloud. And they were laughing at him because he was getting ready with that ark. And when the day finally come, when God said, and he was warning them, he never only built the ark, he warned them. He told them, this is what God is planning to do. But they never see the rain yet. And when the rain come, see, again, they all had a choice. Nobody forced them, nobody pulled them, nobody dragged them into the ark. But the consequences were that when God shut the door of the ark, they stayed outside and got washed away in the flood.
Yeah, and they never had any chance again. They had the chance to do it before, and Noah was spreading that word, but
120 years he did.
yep, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, no?
40 night, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just like some
Yes.
some of us that are out here and not listening, not taking the precaution. I must say that sometimes you fall by, sometimes you forget that mask. Oh man, I forget my mask, I forget my mask. Cause you feel free, cause just see people that walk around and people they go there. Someone they don't got that mask, so sometimes you forget that you have to use it. But we are humans, and these things happen, right? But it's not all of us that are doing it intentional, because there are some people that they're not really worry about it. They say they don't want to get sick, but you don't know, man. You don't know. And you can't choose that, right? But
Right, you can.
let's hope that the blessings will come on all of us and we will get through this. We got through the first one already in March. We never had no cases at Orange Walk. Orange Walk was free of cases. Dandriga, you know, and they had cases in Corozal, but that's from repatriates, no? But now, if we see most of the cases that are here right now, we know that the ones when they come in through the airport, that is controlled there. But most of the cases, if maybe not all, are the persons that are going across to Mexico and to Melchor, to Guatemala, and they are bringing these cases across.
Right. Right. So I am hoping that the leaders of our country, yes, we do want the economic state to improve with tourism and all of that. But if we don't have people in a country, then tourism now a serve we. Referring to the opening up of the borders, of the
Yeah,
airport and all of that.
yeah,
So
and you're opening up the airport and hoping that tourists will come, but come to what? Yeah,
come to what? That's a question.
yeah. So we could just continue praying for each other's, and hope that
Yes.
things will go well. And we want to ask everybody to continue taking care of yourself. You might figure that you mean nothing to someone, or they do not want you around, but you mean something to someone.
Yes. And if nobody else, each of us means something to God.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right.
If Nobody else know it. He know it. Mr. Chiki, yesterday you asked me, we were talking about, how God gave everything, and you asked the question, when more we need. And last night, as I like to reflect, last night I was praying, and the Lord came to me that we need to repent and be saved. He give us the grace to live. He provide all that we need. I believe, all of these things are happening for us to repent and, to humble ourselves to Him.
Yes, yes. Yep, so it's there. It's just for us to utilize what the good Lord has showered upon us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, thanks once again, Delv, and tomorrow we link up again, right?
If the good Lord is so willing, sure, Mr. Jackie.
All right.
Have a blessed one.
Take it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Rooster.
Right on time.
Right on time.
All right.
Okay, sure. Folks, at this time we check in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast. Sam, why Sam the walk boat this morning. Sam they make one lot of noise this morning. I don't know what's up with Sam this morning. What do you want, Sam? You all right? You take care of yourself, Sam. Hope you are taking care of yourself the right way, the way you should. But let's check in with the Belize Met Service now, folks, for today's weather forecast right here on North Television Channel 10 and the general weather forecast for today. We had rain last night and this morning. The general weather forecast, folks, is as follows, and this is coming in from the Belize Met Service from our friends working there at the Belize Weather Bureau. For today, August 5th, 2020, the general situation relatively moist and unstable conditions prevailed. The 24-hour forecast, sunny with some cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will affect mainly coastal areas this morning, inland areas this afternoon, and southern and coastal areas tonight. The winds are blowing east to northeast at 5 to 15 knots. The sea stays slight chop with waves 1 to 3 feet. Temperatures across the country: in the coast 88, inland 96, in the hills 82. The outlook for Thursday is for cloudy spells with some showers and a few thunderstorms over most areas, decreasing on Thursday night. A high tide will occur at 10:49 this morning, followed by a low at 5:57 today, and then a high tide at 10:50 tonight, and a low at tomorrow morning at 5:27. The sun was up at 5:23 this morning and will set at 5:33 tomorrow morning. That is your general weather forecast, brought to you by the Belize Met Service and certainly by your North Television Channel 10. Folks, we take our first break of the morning. Remember, we have the Ministry of Health coming in sometime this morning, and they will be talking about the observation of breastfeeding week that is, and they will be talking about the measures that you need to do when it comes to breastfeeding, when it comes to the COVID. So let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
Saltar la frontera es ilegal y coloca a toda la nación en riesgo. Nuestros vecinos, Guatemala y México, han experimentado un rápido incremento de casos de contagio de COVID-19 y hay más muertes cada día. Personas entrando a Belice ilegalmente, viniendo de esos países con múltiples casos, no les están haciendo las pruebas de COVID-19. Es por eso que es importante reportar a cualquiera que entre ilegalmente a Belice llamando a nuestras líneas directas. Para Smart, marque 0800-586-7377, 0800-267-3377 y para Digi, marque 0800-728-3293. Tolerar o participar en entrar ilegalmente es ponerte a ti, a tu familia y a todo tu país en riesgo. Recuerda, cualquiera que sea arrestado deberá pagar una multa de hasta 5,000 y o prisión por 2 años. Detén el salto de fronteras hoy. Este mensaje es presentado por el Departamento de Policía de Belice y el Banco de Belice.
Since 2014, Honorable Elena Aragon has been quietly and consistently assisting deserving residents of Orange Walk East through a pantry program that he put together using personal resources and also with the support of generous business persons. It started with the distribution of 100 packages per month and has now doubled to 200 packages per month. The packages comprise of rice, beans, flour, and sugar, which are staples in any household and a great help to the recipients. During the state of emergency in the month of April, Honorable Aragon also prepared and delivered 3,000 food hampers to residents of Orange Walk East. In the first instance, 1,500 parcels were delivered, followed by 1,500 more 2 weeks later. This was done because Mr. Aragon was aware of the hardships some of the area residents were going through due to the COVID curfew. This is a man who cares. Honorable Elena Aragon Jr., with you always.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalos Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built, linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Boy, I'm late again. What? I mean, day yet? No time to sleep then.
Ugh, where'd I put my license? What? More cash? Yes.
Oh my god, that's a huge slice. More for me.
Money.
Who doesn't love having more of your favorite things?
Start your money right.
With Digicel's new prepaid data plans, you get more data to do more of the things you love. That's more chats, more snaps, more surfing, more videos, more everything. So go ahead, live your best life with Digi. Whatever that may be.
$114.60 acres in Tiger Creek, Orange Walk, 3,000 acres, 0.961 hectares to Jaime Briceño and John Briceño, 827.848 square yards to John Briceño, 5.4 acres to John Briceño and Jaime Briceño, 20 acres in Progreso to John Briceño, to John Briceño again, 6 acres in Progreso. All the Progreso you go with? What they want to do is to try to secure their future in terms of grasping after political victory. There will be time enough for that. We can't go beyond November, the first week in November. But in the meantime, for God's sake, please focus on the fact that we are in a crisis that all of us together, led by the government, but all of us together must serve. You see, Madam Speaker, leader of the opposition is not present, but because he makes clear that his opposition is not on a matter of principle, it is strictly political. When he makes clear that he will put opportunism ahead of the best interests of the country, that is when he opens himself up to my declaring to the whole nation that he is unfit for leadership. You don't cut and run in the middle of a pandemic. Worse, you don't seek to exploit the pandemic for narrow political gain. And Madam Speaker, I am not the only one who says that he's unfit for leadership. He should tell us about what a member of his own party said, and I quote, "You," addressing it to the leader of the opposition, "you have shown unscrupulous behavior time and time again, and it is a part of your DNA. This is a reflection of your insecurity as party leader. You are aware many eyes are on the leadership of the party. Despite your having failed continuously to prove your leadership skills, your despicable actions will also violate the Constitution of Belize if given the opportunity. You have not demonstrated any qualities and capabilities of becoming the next Prime Minister of Belize. In closing, because of your lack of capacity to lead this nation of Belize and your inability to deliver yourself as a leader, you will now stand to bear all the consequences." Enough said, Madam Speaker.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. I got my brother side of me this morning. Sam, good morning, Mr. Sam.
Morning, Checky. Right, where you going, Raheem? Morning, Morris.
Morris, boy.
Look like belly gone down, boy. Fancy drop. You do good, Morris. You work hard at the farm. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, but we're here. It's a Wednesday morning. How you doing today, brother?
Well, I'm right here sitting next to you, so just like 2 pair of feet away from you.
Yeah, when the next bike on a tree, you have to go.
Well, you said that.
Make some more space. And the way they show me when I'm going out, but I never figure when they tell me.
I never saw like
Till
that.
the man sit down and say,
but make no sign to you. Stop your fool.
I say, what is Christ, Sam? Sam will try to fix me up. ¿Qué pasó? ¿No me escucha? Okay. Tell me when you hear me then. You hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
The man hear me now.
So was the trip yesterday, why?
But the trip is nice, Sam. The trip is nice. We got a Kapabang. The road good. Take about an hour fire going through Progresso.
You will take one dip that sea?
No, by the time we gone, I never time for that. Because we can play in the evening. We start playing around
well, after your deal, shall take one dip that sea?
By a lot of mosquito, me the wap too.
So breeze never the blow then?
Breeze never the blow, but after the breeze start to blow, it blow them way, boy.
Of course it will.
Yeah, but we must send respect for them people, boy. Because they had a Lee party and everything that was there was Belizeans.
Local.
Yeah,
no
local.
Mexican beer.
Yeah, but a press release came out last night from the Ministry of Health. This came from the press office, and it starts with a headline that a lot of we don't like here. It said the Ministry of Health identifies 15 cases of COVID-19. You know, and this came in at 9:45 last night. So you see how late them people they work, Sam?
Yeah, we say tell us that
to get all the information out. You know, he said 15 cases of COVID-19 have been identified today, which was yesterday, as a result of the contact tracing of cases identified over the weekend. These cases are part of a record number of 148 samples processed in one day. The new cases are as follows. You see how much cases and samples are doing in one day, Sam? 145. So this thing, the spread, it get more and more and it multiply. You remember one time teacher used to tell you at school you add it and get a certain amount, but when you multiply you get more. You know? So 7 cases have been identified in Corozal. 7 cases have been detected in Orange Walk. San Pedro now has 1 new case.
For now. 5 cases are from the repatriate process, and these persons are under quarantine orders. 2 of the cases in Corozal are linked
to the case identified over the weekend, and 3 cases in Orange Walk are tied to the case identified in that district over the weekend. The remaining 5 cases appear to be unrevealed or some. However, contact tracing is continuing overgoing. But we know the case that Orange Walk, that where they come from, right?
Yeah, then the cases will make it more dangerous away. The ones where we know we come in, the
repatriates, well,
we have them covered, you know what I mean? They don't know it's dangerous because then they don't interact. Then straight from off the plane into a ride to your destination, to a certain hotel.
Yeah, you know they out there at all.
No, the border jumpers.
Then they're the ones that got this thing so right now, you know, Sam?
Yeah, because if two of you have to, if you're the back loader, so two have to back and load, how far you want to find the person the back and load?
Yeah, that's true.
To
And
move fast.
and the thing is that it look like them brothers and their sisters they don't care, boy, Sam.
They just don't care, check it. Like, I mean, I listen to when Big say it, I tell them over and over again, and it's like, we say it, everybody else say it.
Yeah.
And they just, okay, you got the people who are in drug to take care of themselves, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, people in town is taking care of themselves. We don't have to, like I said, check it. The time I come when probably the village boss will have to stop going at town.
Yeah, but that it. Because
certain villages, right?
Yeah, you remember, Sam, when they had the first lockdown, the only 2 cases was identified in Belize, and the one in San Pedro, and the one in between San Ignacio and Belize City, and the whole country got locked down.
Right. Now they seems to be doing it different. Because you're going to learn their experience, right?
Yeah, correct. And they got more equipment and so too, right? The Ministry of Health got more equipment, and the personnel are there working and getting things going.
Right.
But then somebody said we need to close Orange Walk and Corozal.
Well, lad, we're at the click, my brother. No, we could go there yet.
At the click, you know how much people. Sometimes we don't realize what closing means, you know, Sam. Because if you close, that because nobody can come in, nobody can come out.
Right.
You know, with the exception of essential workers, no? Like people that are police and health workers and army people and doctors and nurses, you know? Even if they are in private profession. That has slowed down the bus business too.
Everything will get slowed down.
Slow down the terminals where people go sell them food. Then buy what they work at the terminal. Then get go mind the bathroom for make them leave change.
Everything will get slowed down.
You know?
But then check it, this thing, it is in our hand, you know.
It is.
Right?
It is.
And we just have it, if we just slip down, we just not care.
Yeah, because there's someone, you know. We can't say someone.
The proper phrase that we.
We, not true, because.
Despite the fact that we no got nothing back there. But. Your teacher have know that, right? Don't say.
Yeah.
Don't say, even when you're the whole, I mean, it's us. It's all about us, you know.
Yeah, because.
But we got to take care of business, man. If you, I mean, like I said, the people are in drug, we are taking care of ourselves. We are. Because check here, I noticed that, like, right, the market closed. You hardly see anybody walk through that area.
But if it's two people,
Right, because I was by the taxi stand, we keep our distance from each other, and I focus on it, and you hardly get anybody pass through there.
Right now, the market look like how Good Friday used to look so 20 years ago, Sam.
Yeah.
Where the whole town used to look once you come out, you don't see nothing, you don't see nobody.
Like where Biggs mentioned, they should close on the whole place.
Yeah.
No selling at close, nothing.
Yeah, because of the quarantine, after quarantine, everything.
Yep.
Suppose them people that was identified positive, me go across the and buy a uniform for them picnic, or buy a towel for wipe them face or so. Could be that is spread.
Yeah. But how else we could tell the people?
Boy, I don't know.
How else can we tell them?
Maybe if I tell them if they get money, if they don't go cross, maybe they don't go across.
Why they buy my taxi stand say, lash there.
Lash there, not true.
Yeah. So this is a dangerous thing.
Y así vamos a explicarlo en español en unos momentos. Muchas gracias.
This thing could sweep away.
Yeah.
You understand?
But you just say that you laugh.
Because I just can't understand how people so sad.
It's hard because they go to market 2 times. But sometimes they don't got time
to
go
again. They don't got chance to go to market sooner or later.
Yeah, they don't got chance to go to market.
You know, you see the news, you know what it's doing to the people around the world, right? We were doing excellent at one point. Then, bam, we get complacent, right? We get
Yes.
complacent. So we decide, okay, Corona now catch me. That's not the yaka. Everybody to walk around good, nice, and bam, you catch it. You bring it back across here. Your loved one catch it. Finally, it starts spread.
Yeah, I think women, they feel like everything was normal already, Sam. When they feel that everything is normal already.
We shouldn't feel that way because this one, yeah, which we one while.
Yeah.
This not got know if we're going in a hurry. It will be here with us, so we need to take care of business. These border communities only if you stop go cross.
Yeah, and you stop go cross with you.
I was talking with a guy yesterday by the funeral home. And he said, you know what happened? I think more people got it than the villages, you know. They just want to start drop down dead like fly.
When it really hit them, Joe?
Right.
Yeah.
And
hope they got time to reach at the hospital. Boy.
Let's hope that not happen.
Yeah, because they don't know if they have it, you know, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And when it hit there and they get that strong fever and they go to the medical facilities, then they realize, hey.
You're done the struggle, then you are reached at the hospital. You're going through the narrow gate. What is it? Where people gather by that narrow gate. And you want to pass through that gate, then maybe the cough and what's not, and the infected is very close by, you know?
Yeah, that's
so
why.
If you think you got any bad feelings, man, get in touch with the authorities and make them swab you one time before you come to the hospital. Make them, then they know how to get you there.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Brothers, listen to me. If they close Orange Walk and Corozal, I am a car dealer from the south. I have a couple cars. Oh, man. Okay. Hold on, I continue this thing and go up on me. Good morning, guys. I bring vehicles in the country to sell from March 1st. Yes, I can't sell one because the border is closed because of the border jumpers. But this one is the one this morning. Brothers, listen to me. If they close Orange Walk and Corozal, I am a car dealer from the south. I have a couple of cars to pick up tomorrow. These fools, the border jumpers, just to slow the borders to be open back for my business. If it left to me, wow.
Don't read it.
Strong message.
I know. A lot of people say that too.
Yeah. And a big one, Sam.
I know.
Yeah.
That's how frustrated people
4
are.
letters, you know.
Yeah.
well, loving them, I say, what? Lick them, ja. With Sam and thunder, tear off the roof.
But make them survive.
Make them survive.
But they can't survive, man.
Yeah. But Sam say like, say, we don't catch you already. We had a big beach party to do at Orchid Bay on Sunday.
Okay.
And probability that will be cancelled out.
Orchid Bay is
all the way back at Copper Bank. They have a big resort back there between Copper Bank and Chunush.
And yeah, but that's like out of the range. I don't think that will be cancelled out because it's not like you're going to San Felipe, one of those villages there.
Yeah, but then the large gathering and so that one in look pan as well because it's a resort as well.
Yeah, people from town be going there.
Yeah, it's open to the public. You know, so that's what they're looking at. But your health come first.
Yeah, use your mask, man.
Yeah. Sam is 25 away from it. We have the Ministry of Health in the house. And then we'll have a brief interview with them. And then if we get time to come back, then we'll continue this.
Okay, they're here already?
Yeah. We'll continue this discussion,
morning,
right?
Beatrice, take care.
Yeah.
And stay safe too.
But
thinking about you.
Anything else to add?
Huh?
Anything else?
Look, we need to just, like I said, Checky, we need to take care of business. These border jumpers,
we can't stop them.
On a fool. We can't stop Uno. Like I said, surprisingly, I know hear from St. Victor.
By true.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I was expecting to hear from St. Victor, like, okay, we got so much cases.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys are doing, if you do the right thing, just continue to do the right thing.
Yep.
Use your mask. If you use your gloves, after a while, throw it away. Sanitize your hands.
Right.
Right? And I can't, I could only say, no, go cross, but no still going cross. So do the right thing. Use the mask at all times and keep the sanitizer in your hand every so often.
Yep. So on that note, Sam will take a break. We'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
Six cylinders to pure potential, better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carzal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, home in. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass 45 minutes, have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Shunosh, Sartaneja, and Bank. I'm part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
When you think about compassion, care and kindness, the area representative of Orange Walk East, Honorable Elena Aragon Jr., immediately comes to mind. He has demonstrated through dedication and hard work that the people he represents are his priority. His work in Orange Walk East to deliver goods and services has been never-ending. Infrastructure, streets, water, land, social assistance, sports, and education are areas in which Mr. Aragon has focused and delivered to his people in the Orange Walk East. Honorable Aragon has lived a life of dedicated service to his country and people with an excellent track record. Orange Walk East deserves the best. So, for continued development, vote for Honorable Elena Aragon Jr.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We're here this morning, folks, on this lovely, beautiful morning. And with us today, we have personnel from the Ministry of Health right here from Orange Walk. And on set this morning, we have Mr. Rafael Castillo. He's HECOPAB officer at the Northern Regional Hospital here in Orange Walk. And Breastfeeding Week is being observed this week, and we'll be talking about that. And then we will have Nurse Esther Deville coming on after Raf to talk about she's a public health nurse and the maternal and child health there at the Northern Regional Hospital. This morning we want to welcome our great friend and brother Raf. Raf, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Osha. Good morning.
How are you doing, my brother?
Very good, very good.
I see you keeping safe.
Yes, we have to keep safe. You know, especially in the context we're facing right now. You know, we're celebrating Breastfeeding Week from August 1st to the 7th. And we have a list of activities that we are doing right now at the hospital. But every activity that we do, we have to make sure that we follow the guidelines
Right.
for prevention. And we're here to educate the public about what Breastfeeding Week is, why is it important, and also the nurse will be talking about breastfeeding in the context of COVID-19.
Okay, that was my first question I was going to go to, but we'll wait until the nurse comes on this morning. So, Raf, as we're here today, you know, breastfeeding is the most healthy way to have a child grow up.
Yes.
But some parents feel uncomfortable, and some parents don't really want give them breastfeeding. So, how important it is for parents to stick to that and give their child breastfeeding?
First of all, the parent needs to have that support. And what the breastfeeding policy calls for at the Northern Regional Hospital is for a support group called the Breastfeeding Committee that works not only to organize the annual Breastfeeding Week activities, but also works in tandem with the public health and rural health nurses and community health workers to ensure that breastfeeding mothers in our communities have that support, you know, especially from the family as well, to ensure that exclusive breastfeeding is practiced up to 6 months of age. That is the policy of the ministry under the Breastfeed Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative. There are legal frameworks that have been set up to ensure that governments provide the opportunity for mothers to exclusively breastfeed their children. And so it is not only something that we talk about it, but we try to act it out as well.
Is there a way that a young child can grow up only on breastfeeding, and up to what age?
Well, according to the one of the legal frameworks, that the mother can breastfeed the child for up to 2 years of age.
Okay.
Our policy recommends exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months of age. No water, no sugar water, you know, we try to mix in, but just exclusive breastfeeding, and they can breastfeed. We have some mothers that their child is two years old and are still breastfeeding.
Yeah. Is there any kind of nutritional facts that moms should be taking when they are doing these breastfeeding?
Oh yes, with the support comes the nutrition counseling to ensure that the mother is eating healthy, to ensure that she's drinking plenty of fluids, to ensure that she has an adequate supply of breast milk. There will be challenges. There are situations where, for example, the mother is not producing any milk, but through the support group, we have alternatives to that. Only in those extreme cases will the recommendation be made to use baby formula, but it has to be after proper counseling with the mother to ensure her safety and the safety of her child.
So when they use the other formulas, like they have the Infamil and other milks that mothers can use as well, is there a way that they need to do some kind of checking on the child to see what kind of milk they can use if they cannot continue giving them all the breastfeeding?
All of that is done after consultation with the nurse. But the mother has a right to breastfeed her child, and our job is to ensure that she is provided with an environment and the support that she needs to breastfeed her child. And also the child, under the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child, Article 24, all children have the right to proper health.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
So when moms are pregnant and they go to the clinic, these are some of the points that are shown to them.
Yes. We under that we also have to ensure that the mother visits the clinic at least 5 times during her pregnancy, and she does receive health education. And then you have postpartum care, which involves the breastfeeding component.
Yeah. How when it comes to mothers that use alcohol, mothers that smoke, and things like that, does that affect in any way when they are given breastfeeding?
In a way, it does, but like again, we need to ensure that in those situations, because I told you those situations do arise, we need to ensure that the mother has the support. It's once the mothers are supported and encouraged and counseled, they tend to breastfeed the children, no matter what the situation.
What kind of support and where does that support comes from, Raf?
We have breastfeeding support groups. The breastfeeding policy for the Ministry of Health requires that all staff, whether you're a doctor, you're a nurse, you're a cleaning staff, you're an attendant, you're a health educator, all of us need to be trained with what we call the Bible of breastfeeding, which is the breastfeeding manual for health workers. So we need to train our staff because we have been classified as a baby-friendly hospital by UNICEF. So we need to maintain that classification. So we train all of our staff in all components of breastfeeding so that all of us can provide that support to any mother who is seeking it, no matter whether it be at the hospital or in the community.
Yeah. How tough it is to convince a mom that doesn't want to give breastfeeding?
I think the nurse would better
deal with that.
Answer that question, but I know that we do experience challenges. But like I said, with proper support, we have mothers who have exclusively breastfed. And this week, one of the activities involved bringing in those mothers and doing some hairstyling with them.
Oh.
Actually, in July, we did that with them. So that, and also recorded a testimonial, a short video of them sharing their experience and challenges and what benefits they saw when it comes to exclusive breastfeeding.
Oh, sounds great. So you're saying that it's from birth up to 2 years that is recommended for newborn child to go through the breastfeeding. What happened after 2 years?
After 2 years, well, after 6 months, you're supposed to start introducing the complementary feeding. You're supposed to start slowly weaning the baby off of the breast milk. And we have support for that as well from the nutritionist, where the mother and the child is referred to the nutritionist for guidance on how to. And also the public health nurses, health educators, community health workers, we can all provide that support.
Yeah. So can babies get infected, Raf? Like we mentioned the part about the alcohol and the tobacco. So can kids get infected by that or by the mom eating certain food like things like pepper and spices?
Well, there are a lot of breastfeeding myths out there, and we work along with I think the nurse will better explain that component, but there are situations, like I tell you, where in very, very severe cases where the mother won't be able to breastfeed the child.
So go ahead.
And then there are alternatives, but for example, if a mother is going to use baby formula, which is not, I stress, which is not recommended from 0 to 6 months, you have to be cognizant that one, you're going to need a bottle, right?
Yeah.
The risk of infection or foodborne illnesses is now higher, right? And also, baby formula contains a lot of sugar, which builds up a lot of fat in the child, which is not healthy, right? And studies have shown that early nutrition, if the parent practices bad nutritional habits, the child will have bad nutritional habits. And studies now confirm that the baby is exposed to a pre-diabetic state from in the womb, depending on what the mother eats.
Right.
So you can develop diabetes at 40 years of age, but that has been coming along all throughout your life.
Right. So for the week's activities, what are some of the different events that are going on?
Okay, on Monday we had a small health fair at the outpatient clinic inside the hospital where we sensitized the mothers who attended the maternal or child health services. We had sensitization on nutrition, breastfeeding, and they also did one-on-one consultations with the nurse and the pediatrician. Yesterday we started with our radio and talk shows and TV sensitization. And today we have a mural competition where the wards competed in creating a breastfeeding mural. The theme for this year is Support Breastfeeding for a Healthier Planet. The breastfeeding's theme this year is tied to climate change. And basically, there is no healthier alternative to the environment than breastfeeding.
What's on the program, Raf, that you would like to send out to the public for those moms that are getting pregnant early and haven't gone through first time getting pregnant and have to start to attend clinic? What's the message? Because sometimes some persons get pregnant and they don't really go to clinic until time for they have baby, then they reach a hospital.
Yeah.
What's the message out there to these ladies?
Well, my message would be to seek the health services early. Early booking is very important. The pregnancy, in not only ensuring that the mother has a safe and healthy pregnancy, but also ensure the health of the child, of the fetus, and also to avoid any complications that you may have. I mean, young women are already at risk, high risk because of their age, right? But attending the clinics, booking early, then we can help mitigate those risks. We can help reduce those risks and ensure that, like I said, ultimate goal is to ensure that the mother and child are healthy enough to breastfeed.
Yeah, they need to make sure that they build up their blood levels as well, right?
Yes, studies have shown, for example, that even iron supplements that are given to the mother, and iron which is present in breast milk, helps build strong blood.
Yeah.
And there's other nutrients as well in the milk, like zinc, which helps fight infection. So there's no safer alternative.
So these persons, these young ladies that are expecting to become a mom, it is recommended that they visit their health clinic for supervision. What's the procedure for them to go and join the clinic? Or what days they operate?
The nurse can elaborate more on that, but on Mondays and Tuesdays is when we have the maternal clinics as well. And we have other maternal services and child services during the course of the week. But the days are regularly Monday and Tuesday. Or they can visit any community health worker in any of their communities, which can refer them to their nearest health center. Or in the case of Palmar, Child Farm, and the close communities like San Esteban, and then it's Orange Walk Town here at the Northern Regional Hospital.
I've overheard one time when some of the health clinic persons were going around, they were telling some moms, hey, you know, come for your vaccination, to vaccinate the child, you know, come for check the child, and the health workers have to come out and go to places, to their house residents where they can find them. Well, how challenging is that for the ministry?
We have managed to, I would say that because we all work as a team, I get monthly reports from the community health workers, and when they find somebody who, oh, you know what, I found somebody who's pregnant, and I'm not sure if the person has visited the clinic, then I would try to confirm with maternal and child health.
Right.
And if they tell me yes, the lady has booked, then I ensure that the health worker follows up. If the person has not booked, then I tell the health worker, try to convince the person to come in. You see, the purpose of early booking is that it's the closest we can get to your pre-pregnancy health status, which is very important for the doctor to know and the nurse to know, to see whether you are progressing through a healthy pregnancy or you might have problems. But some people come after the 3 months. The 3 months is the recommended time frame. You know, after you miss one period, you're supposed to do your pregnancy test and come in. We have certain policies that we try to educate the community. Pregnancy is a very high-risk endeavor for any mother and child.
Anything on the program that you need to add? We know it's Breastfeeding Week.
Well, tomorrow we have our main event, which is called the Latch On. It is a countrywide event, whereby from 9:30 to 10:30 will be. We have 10 mothers that we have worked with during the course of the Breastfeeding Week, where all the regions are going to go virtual, and we're going to display the video that we recorded with their testimonials, and it's called Latch On because Latch On is that very first contact between the child and the mother when it comes to breastfeeding, where the child, you know, just the contact with the nipple starts the production of hormones that, you know, start the flow of breast milk. So it's called Latch On. We still have a lot of challenges, but as nurse might be able to explain better, we are better off than many countries in that you won't go to the hospital and you will see people trying to convince pregnant mothers to buy baby formula, or, you know, you won't see, like in other countries, like in other countries, the baby formulas companies will send you a month's supply of milk because you have had a baby.
True.
We don't see that here, and the role of the committee is also to ensure compliance with the marketing of breastfeeding substitutes.
Yeah.
So we can't have flyers, we can't have no pencil, not even a pen or a school bag with a Nestle or any brand.
Oh, okay. I see they do that usually when New Year's is coming in, like the first baby of the New Year.
Yeah.
Those companies.
So now, now once the breastfeeding committee is given that, because that's what they're working on. Right? The breastfeeding committee, we have a reporting form where we have to report violations of the code, because like I said, it's a legal framework signed by most countries. So if we see, for example, any supermarket marketing baby formula to mothers, we can report it.
Oh, okay, good. Moms need to know that. Well, Raf, we will go on a break, and when we come back, we'll have nurse coming up right there, and she'll be talking a bit in Spanish as well. So I will take a little break, and Emerson will be on with the nurse right here. It's a very important topic that we are discussing here this morning. It's 8 o'clock, and we take a break, and we'll be back after these messages right here on North Television Channel 10.
From working late to hot date avec Derek. Yes, you can. Looking half decent at early morning Pilates. Yes, you can. When you've, totally forgotten your BFF's birthday. Yeah, you can. Looking surprisingly good in last night's clothes. Even unscheduled media appearances. Batiste Dry Shampoo. Yes, you can.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Border jumping is illegal and puts our entire nation at risk.
Our neighbors, Guatemala and Mexico, are experiencing rapidly increasing numbers of COVID-19 cases, and there are more deaths every day. Persons entering Belize illegally from these hotspot countries are not being tested for COVID-19. That's why it is important to report anyone entering Belize illegally by calling our hotlines. Smart users call 0800-JUMPERS or 0800-BORDERS. For Digi, call 0800-SAVE-BZE. Condoning or engaging in border jumping is putting yourself, your family, and the entire country at risk. Remember, anyone caught will be fined up to $5,000 and or imprisoned for 2 years. Stop border jumping now. This message is brought to you by the Belize Police Department and the Belize Bank.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orinjuak and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rochefrans, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rochefrans.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar pure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Hola, muy buenos días. Son exactamente las 8 de la mañana con 8 minutos. 8 de la mañana ya con 8 minutos. Bienvenidos una vez más y por supuesto es un gusto, un placer enorme estar una vez más con usted en esta hora de la mañana. Con mucho que desglosar, con mucho que platicar. Esta mañana tenemos la visita de los amigos del Ministerio de Salud y esta mañana tenemos a una enfermera con nosotros. Ya tuvimos el primer segmento hablando en el idioma inglés. Ahora nos toca platicar en el idioma español. Le damos la cordial bienvenida. Muy buenos días.
Muy buenos días, mi nombre es Esther Deville, soy enfermera de salud pública. Y hoy vamos a estar hablando sobre el amamantar. En nutrir a nuestro bebé con la leche materna, ¿no? Lo importante que es. Y en el primer segmento se habló sobre las actividades, porque esta semana se celebra el mes, no solo en Belice, pero en el mundo entero, el mes de breastfeeding, que es amamantar, dar la leche materna, la importancia que es y animar a las mamás, ¿no?, que den leche materna.
Así es, efectivamente. Y bueno, usted lo ha mencionado, iniciemos con eso. La importancia, ¿qué tan importante es amamantar?
Básicamente se ve, el amamantar es tan importante en que el bebé es más saludable, se enferma menos, ayuda en la familia, por ejemplo, imagínate cuánto cuesta una lata de leche, más o menos, unos $28 ahorita que te dura 5 días. Entonces, y no es lo mejor para tu bebé, lo mejor es amamantar, es algo natural. Entonces, estimulamos al bebé por aguantarlo y dándole su leche. Hablamos con el bebé, saludable ayuda a desarrollar las neuronas, que hace que el bebé en el futuro, la persona desarrolle a estar haciendo las mejores decisiones en su vida. Entonces, amamantar te ayuda más saludable, financieramente, tienes más dinero para la familia. En la familia es más saludable porque el bebé tiene menos visitas hacia el doctor, hacia el hospital. Y en la comunidad, imagínate tú que todas las mamás amamantaran a su bebé, tienen todos los niños más saludables que pasan en una comunidad. Tenemos una comunidad más saludable.
Eso sí. Continuando, ¿hasta qué edad más o menos es la edad adecuada de amamantar?
Ok, entonces, no hay una edad en sí. Sin embargo, se inicia inmediatamente después del parto. El bebé nace, se le pone a la mamá para que empiece a amamantar. En ese momento se benefician los dos, porque el bebé se le da las calorías que tanto necesita en ese momento y la calor de la mamá. Y a la mamá le ayuda también para ayudar a salir, que saque la placenta y que sangre menos después. Entonces, el beneficio es mutuo de las dos partes. Y inicia ahí y se llama exclusive breastfeeding o dar leche exclusivamente hasta los 6 meses. Eso quiere decir no hay agua, no hay anís, no hay grape water, nada de sugar water, no le hace falta absoluta, ni agua le necesita al bebé. La leche materna tiene todo lo que necesita ese bebé. Entonces, hasta los 6 meses. Ya después de los 6 meses se sigue amamantando hasta que la mamá quiera, pero ya con suplementos, ¿no? Por ejemplo, ya empezamos con sus carrots, sus calabazas, sus macalitos, y empezamos con eso después de los 6 meses.
Oh, wow.
Pero
Qué
hasta los
importante.
6 meses la leche materna sostiene. Una de las cosas importantes es que la leche materna va desarrollando a como el bebé va desarrollando. O sea, la leche materna al principio del recién nacido no es igual a los 6 meses. Cambia para satisfacer la necesidad del bebé. ¿Ok? Entonces, esa es una de las cosas que la mamá quizás no saben, que esa leche es natural, es algo que el cuerpo mismo te dice cuánto el bebé necesita. Ese es uno. La otra cosa es, por ejemplo, la leche materna al principio tiene los immune system, para ayudar a combatir infecciones como diarreas, las infecciones de los pulmones. La leche materna tiene eso para combatir esas enfermedades, especialmente la primera leche. Una de las razones que la mamá siempre dicen que no dan leche y tienen que dar botella es porque no se llena mi nene. Esa es la excusa principal, ¿no? Entonces, una de las cosas que hay que saber es que cuando uno tiene hambre y sed, ¿qué primero uno hace? Si tú vas caminando ahorita al centro y te da hambre y te da sed, ¿qué tú haces? ¿Comes primero o tomas agua?
Tomas agua.
Tomas agua. Y lo natural es eso. Entonces, Dios nos hizo perfecto en que cuando el bebé tiene necesidad, él tiene hambre y sed. Entonces, la primera leche que baja satisface la sed. Después de los 10 minutos baja la leche más sólida. Entonces, con las mamás que tienen experiencia de amamantar, sabemos que cuando ponemos al bebé en un seno, el otro uno también está lleno y está sacando leche. ¿Y qué hacemos? Movemos al bebé de un lado al otro para no botar esta leche. Eventualmente el bebé se llena, pero con la leche que es más aguada. Entonces no sostiene al bebé. ¿Qué es la recomendación? La recomendación es mantener al bebé media hora en un seno, dándole su leche, que mame esa leche completamente. Si el bebé se duerme, pues se ruta y se pone a dormir. Sin embargo, si sigue con hambre, se ruta y se cambia al otro pecho. Para que consiga las dos que necesita. Satisface la sed y está satisfaciendo el hambre a la misma vez.
Es importante también recalcar o quizá también preguntarle cuando se trata de que, bueno, ya uno cree que el bebé ya se llenó, pero todavía cuenta con leche. Es algo, en parte puedo decir, seguro poder sacarlo y guardarlo.
Claro, eso afuera se recomienda que saques para que mantengas un fluir después, ¿no? Para que no se te seque, tienen que estar sacando leche. Incluso las mamás, por ejemplo, la mamá dice, voy a trabajar después que mi bebé tiene 2, 3 meses, yo tengo que ir a trabajar, ¿cómo voy a hacer? Te sacas la leche. Afuera en el ambiente, un ambiente que no esté tan caloroso como ahorita, aguanta hasta 6 horas afuera. En el frío se usa en las primeras 24 horas, ¿no? En el frío. En el freezer, en el congelado dura hasta 6 meses. Entonces se guarda, le pones la fecha cuando lo sacaste y cuando ya lo vas a utilizar usas los más viejos, pues, ¿no? Porque dura 6 meses. Y no se pone a hervir ni nada, sino que pone en baño María, que es un poco de agua caliente, lo pones ahí adentro para que llegue a la temperatura del ambiente.
Wow, eso es algo importante también porque muchos se preguntan si es algo seguro. Ahora bien, Nurse, estamos viendo el incremento, y no vamos a tocar el caso, pero la pregunta va basada al caso. Estamos viendo el incremento de casos de COVID-19 que al igual es muy alarmante. Hemos visto que especialmente en el hospital regional se han tomado muchas medidas, pero también cuando se trata sabemos que muchas mamás en esta etapa se preguntan, o una pregunta que se puede hacer, si la mamá es contagiada de COVID-19, ¿es seguro amamantar?
Claro que sí. El COVID no es una razón por qué no dar el leche materna, ¿no? Si una mamá tiene un flu común y corriente, es algo que nosotros debíamos de estar haciendo hace ratos. Es si tengo un flu, yo tengo que proteger a mi bebé. Entonces yo me pongo mi mascarilla y nos ponemos la mascarilla tapándonos la nariz y la boca. Me lavo las manos frecuente cada vez que yo agarro a mi nene. Yo trato de mantener mi mano la más limpia posible. No tocarme la mascarilla o estar destornudando y tapando, no, hay que lavarse las manos. Entonces se usa igual con el COVID. No es nada de otro mundo, lo mismo pues si yo tuviera cualquier flu. Lavar las manos, mantenerme mi mascarilla todo ese tiempo, ¿no? El beneficio de que no se dé por el COVID, imagínate tú no aguantar a tu bebé, no poder cargar a tu bebé, no tener a tu bebé tan cerquita. Y ese primeros días especialmente es tan importante, porque eso es lo que hace que creamos un vínculo con el bebé. Entonces, tener el bebé cerca de nosotros es súper importante. La leche materna es súper importante para la sobrevivencia del bebé. Hasta el momento no se ha captado el virus en el líquido amniótico, donde está el bebé adentro, o en la leche materna. Lo que sí han detectado es que si la mamá ha tenido COVID, le pasa las antigens o los anticuerpos, se lo pasa al bebé a la leche materna. Hasta cierto punto el bebé se protege. Eso se ha detectado en la leche materna. Entonces, es importante que si ya lo tuvo la mamá, pues dale la leche materna para que le des el anticuerpo, ¿no? Okay. Eso no es por vida, eso dura por cierto tiempo nada más también, pero te ayuda a los primeros meses, por ejemplo. Si la mamá, ese es en el hospital, ¿no? Te van a tratar de mantener que siempre teniendo cubriéndote la boca, haciendo todos los medios que todo el mundo ya sabe que es lavarse las manos, no tocarte la cara y todo eso. Si la mamá está en la casa y está dando leche materna y llega a ser test positive, es lo mismo. No se separa del bebé, se hace lo mismo, proteger, lavarse las manos y todo eso.
Ok, so podemos, es seguro decir, al momento que una madre sea diagnosticada con COVID-19, no pasaría o no contagiaría al bebé. Es
garando las precauciones que uno debe de hacer. Eso no se puede asegurar, pero haciendo todo lo que uno debe de hacer. Incluso hasta el momento han habido unos bebés que recién nacidos que han dado positivo para el COVID, y hasta el momento no se sabe cómo lo agarraron, pues. Porque las pruebas que se han hecho en la leche materna está que no pasa el virus por la leche materna hasta ahora. Sin embargo, es algo nuevo. Es algo que está en estudio, pero por el momento te han dicho que no. Y si nosotros ponemos en un balance qué es el más beneficio, es el beneficio de la leche materna, es mucho más de quitarle al bebé. Imagínate tú que estamos con una familia humilde y le separamos su bebé y le decimos tienes que comprar leche, y quizás una lata de leche te tarda como te cuesta como $26, $28 creo, más o menos, no estoy segura. Más o menos ahí está el precio. Una leche de bebé, ¿no? No estamos hablando de Clean, de los de más de un año. Leche fórmula. Y eventualmente el COVID se va a ir. ¿Y cómo vamos a asegurar que esta mamá va a tener leche para el resto del tiempo que le toca al bebé? Se desnutre, se va a malnutrir el bebé. Entonces hay que pensar en todo eso, no solo en el momento, pero en el futuro. ¿Qué va a pasar después?
Exactamente. Okay. Aquí nos hace una pregunta. Dice que, bueno, es más que nada dice, cuando uno va al hospital les dicen que hay que darle agua al nené. ¿Es cierto eso?
No. Si está dando leche materna, no hay necesidad de darle agua. Sí, es la única razón que se dé el agua es si es que le están dando leche de lata. Ahí sí necesita agua, pero de eso, aparte, la leche materna tienes todo lo que un bebé necesita. No le hace falta absolutamente nada. No le vamos a decir que necesita agua, el bebé no lo necesita. Si tiene sed, leche materna. Si tiene hambre, leche materna. Todo está ahí adentro.
Okay, so esto no sería...
No sería un comentario adecuado.
Ok, bueno, al igual sabemos ya, yéndonos a las actividades que ustedes también han puesto, escuchábamos en el idioma inglés que habían actividades planeadas para esta semana.
Sí, hay unas mamás, por ejemplo, que accedieron a participar en donde las mamás que han dado leche materna nada más, porque hay un grupo, hay varias, ¿no? Entonces, les va a dar un certificado a ellos como para motivar, ¿no? Y eso es lo que queremos. Pusimos en el Facebook de page de nosotros que si las mamás quisieran compartir un video, un mensaje, que lo hagan en Vaccination Orange Walk, en el Facebook Vaccination Orange Walk, si quieren mandar sus videos de ellos amamantando o dando un comentario, animar a las otras mamás, animarnos a nosotras mismas, ¿no? Como la experiencia que tuve amamantando a mi bebé, cómo me ha gustado o cómo fue, cómo yo hice, tal vez tuve un problema y cómo yo lo hice overcome, cómo te dijera, cómo yo lo pude sobresalir el problema que yo tuve, porque amamantar no es algo natural, pero es aprendido. No es automáticamente que yo sé cómo hacer eso, no, se aprende. Y al principio, especialmente si es la primera mamá, necesita el apoyo de papá, necesita el apoyo de la familia, necesita estar ahí, porque lo que más queremos es que mi nene esté satisfecho. ¿Y cómo yo sé que está satisfecho si no estoy bien? Esa es una de las cosas que ellos dicen. Pero no hace falta, es que el bebé nos dice a nosotros. La mejor indicación de que el bebé está satisfecho es el bebé mismo, que nos dice, ya no quiero más, ¿cuándo quiero más? No hay tiempo para amamantar. Breastfeeding on demand, eso es cuántas veces quiera el bebé, ¿no? Haciéndolo adecuadamente, así que nunca se puede dar mucho pecho. Entonces, es cuántas veces el bebé quiera, el bebé es el indicador que nos dice a nosotros qué frecuente yo quiero mamar.
Okay. No hay una etapa
un límite,
culminal.
No hay un límite, no hay una hora, no hay nada. Eso. Ahora, si el bebé mira que está durmiendo, hay unos bebés que que duermen mucho y ya pasaron 3 horas y el bebé no está levantado, levanta al bebé y se le da. Pero no es cada 3 horas, es cuantas veces el bebé quiera. Pero si mi nene se está durmiendo demasiado, yo lo despierto y le doy de comer.
Wow. Qué importante la conversación esta hora de la mañana. Y por supuesto, dándole a conocer, porque muchos se preguntarán, conforme a los casos que se han incrementado, ¿qué seguro es amamantar? Usted nos ha indicado todo eso. Hablando de las actividades que ustedes ya tienen programado para esta semana, ¿cuándo culmina
el viernes?
El viernes.
El viernes termina.
¿Hay actividad?
Hay no hay como un health fair ni nada de eso, obviamente, por lo que está pasando. Se quería hacer algo más, por ejemplo, ir al parque, llevar unas mamás que amamanten, porque sabemos que en el parque, no sé si te has dado cuenta, hay un monumento importante ahí, donde está una mamá amamantando al bebé. Aprendí ayer que el parque se llamaba Mother's Park before, ¿no? Se llamaba Mother's Park. ¿Por qué? Porque iban las mamás y eso. Entonces, queríamos hacer eso, pero obviamente por la razón obvia del COVID no podemos, entonces estamos limitados hacia la actividad que vamos a hacer. La razón porque estamos yendo virtual. Y hemos pedido en Facebook animando a las mamás que un video, no tienen que enseñar sus senos, sino que agarrando a su bebé o hablar de la experiencia de ello. Hemos ido virtual para animar a otras madres que hagan lo mismo.
Okay. Wow, bueno, al igual 24 minutos después de las 8 de la mañana, ¿algo más que usted quisiera agregar en este caso?
En este uno yo quisiera animar a las mamás a que están allá afuera con bebé, que si por ejemplo, están un poco desanimadas de no dar pecho, que se puede iniciar. Mientras que tengas tu bebé, tú puedes iniciar, porque pones al bebé a mamar y la leche va a bajar, eventualmente va a bajar. Y es algo que estás haciendo, un acto de amor para tu bebé. Los bebés son más inteligentes, son más saludables. Ahorita con el COVID, ¿quién quiere ir al hospital? Sí. Y imagínate tú que te ingresen a tu bebé por una diarrea. ¿Me entiendes? Entonces, amamantar es lo mejor. Incluso cuando el bebé está enfermo, el bebé prefiere la leche materna que el otro uno. Entonces, cuando ellos se enferman, la leche materna los sostiene, es comforting para ellos, es muy confortable. Entonces, aguantar a tu bebé, darle ese pecho, eso es algo increíble para hacer, ¿no? Y se hace solo cuando el bebé tiene los primeros 2 años. ¿Por qué perder esa experiencia? Una experiencia que uno va a tener para el resto de la vida. Y hacer meet las necesidades del bebé antes que él lo pida. Esto va a impactar para el resto de su vida de este ser humano, porque va a ser una persona que es satisfecho el resto de su vida.
Sí, es efectivamente. Algunos números de teléfono o cómo si hay alguna mamá que quisiera aprender.
Sí, tenemos en las aldeas, hay promotoras de salud, hay en todas las aldeas hay promotores de salud que saben. Ellos son como entrenadas para esto. Por ejemplo, dificultad en la posición del bebé, diferentes cosas. Pueden contactar a sus promotoras de salud. Aquí en el hospital, también en el website en NRH, en Northern Regional Hospital hay un Facebook page que tiene los números de teléfonos de las diferentes clínicas también. Se pueden comunicar a cualquier clínica y solo dan sus concerns. La enfermera pueden hacer una consulta con la enfermera a través de ello.
Así es, pues le agradecemos especialmente a ustedes por tomar este espacio, por venirnos a educar, porque hay muchas preguntas también. No es tan fácil decir, no voy a amamantar, hay una importancia.
Claro.
Podemos decir, es fácil decirlo, pero hay una importancia y algo que va a beneficiar a tu hijo y por supuesto lo va a llevar con una salud muy enorme después conforme a su tiempo.
Y si
¿verdad?
tenemos una familia, un niño, como dije al principio, saludable, tenemos una familia saludable, tenemos una comunidad saludable. Entonces el impacto no solo es hacia el niño, que es lo más importante, obviamente, pero se extiende hacia afuera. ¿Okay? Entonces, por eso es que la importancia de la leche materna.
Así es. Efectivamente, ¿algo más para finalizar?
Pues esto nada más, animamos a todas las mamás, que el COVID no sea una razón por qué para dejar de dar pecho o dejar de dar leche materna, y las mamás que van a ir a tener su bebé, ¿no? Protéjanse, obviamente lo primero hay que protegernos nosotros de no conseguir el COVID para no tener esta duda o este dilema o que nos descontrole al final, ¿no? No queremos eso, entonces protéjanse, mascarillas, especialmente las madres que están embarazadas, manténganse su mascarilla, no salgan si no tienen que salir, y al público en general, ¿no? No salgan de su casa si no tienen que salir. Al hospital, si hay necesidad de ir, se puede ir, pero si hay tal vez tienen un dolor de cabeza y van a ir al hospital por dolor de cabeza. Si hay un remedio en la casa, háganlo en la casa, no vayan al hospital innecesariamente.
Así es, efectivamente, hay que cuidarnos en estos tiempos muy difíciles, hay que seguir los protocolos de salud, porque eso nos puede ayudar bastante y grandemente. Pues le agradecemos infinitamente también por esa información que usted ha desglosado esta mañana. Nosotros en este sector tomamos otra breve pausa y ya volvemos.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Worried about wearing that sleeveless dress or sexy bikini due to unsightly ingrown hairs, razor bumps, or burn on your legs, underarms, or bikini lines? With TenSkin, those worries are a thing of the past. Just apply TenSkin and you'll be surprised at how quickly it works. So regain the confidence to go short, go sleeveless,
Go TenSkin.
Visit us online at gotenskin.com.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Someone home, yes, someone coming, let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day, what you did it here?
Who's a media letter?
That sign right there, you can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
cents for your 5 cents, brother. 5 cents Christianity.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
John Briseño says government needs to trim the fat. Let's take a minute to look at that fat.
Johnny Briseño receives a salary of $60,000 from the government to be the leader of the opposition and $84,000 for sports and community projects in his constituency. The People's United Party representatives receive about $993,000 annually from government to assist residents of their constituencies.
Since the COVID-19 state of emergency, the Prime Minister of Belize has given all his salary toward the relief efforts. The UDP ministers has given up a month's salary and allowances going forward. Johnny Briseño has not agreed to give up anything. The PUP representatives have not agreed to give up anything.
Leadership is about action, not words.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies. Transforming Belize, one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Between Belize City and the Philip Olsen International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Batiste Dry Shampoo is the quick and easy way to instantly refresh your hair between washes. Simply spray, massage, and brush. For hair that is refreshed with added body and great texture, so you have time to boss the morning routine. Yes, you can. Batiste Dry Shampoo.
Distributed by Vegas Imports.
Saltar la frontera es ilegal y coloca a toda la nación en riesgo. Nuestros vecinos, Guatemala y México, han experimentado un rápido incremento de casos de contagio de COVID-19 y hay más muertes cada día. Personas entrando a Belice ilegalmente, viniendo de esos países con múltiples casos, no les están haciendo las pruebas de COVID-19. Es por eso que es importante reportar a cualquiera que entre ilegalmente a Belice llamando a nuestras líneas directas. Para Smart, marque 0800 800-586-7377, 0800-267-3377 y para Digi marque 0800-728-3293. Tolerar o participar en entrar ilegalmente es ponerte a ti, a tu familia y a todo tu país en riesgo. Recuerda, cualquiera que sea arrestado deberá pagar una multa de hasta 5,000 y o prisión por 2 años. Detén el salto de fronteras hoy. Este mensaje es presentado por el Departamento de Policía de Belice y el Banco de Belice.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, 23 minutes away from 9 o'clock by Emerson. I had a thunder the roll.
Así es, efectivamente, y como bien le mencionaba, qué raro que, o qué cosas que el clima cambia rápidamente. Cuando yo venía para los estudios, el sol estaba alumbrando muy bonito, y dije yo, bueno, será un día muy hermoso. Bueno, siempre es hermoso, a pesar de todo lo que está aconteciendo. Triste, lamentable. He tenido la oportunidad de hablar con ciertas personas. Muchos nos están preguntando, como parte de medio de comunicación, muchos están diciendo qué va a pasar con el regreso a clases. El día de ayer tuvimos la conferencia de prensa del Ministerio de Educación. El día tarde, ayer por la noche, ya tarde, salió por primera vez el record high de casos que han salido a la luz. Y simple y sencillamente me estaba yo triste y lamentable. Todo esto está pasando por nuestra gran ignorancia.
Yeah, boy, es verdad, boy, because the people, they don't care about Emerson. I don't know if they care about themselves, because if they care about themselves, they never may still go that the borders there. And if we get one lockdown right there, so no, a lot of people on social media are asking to, lock down the place and make, open schools and so. And that's what people feel. That what people feel like it's the right thing to do. But if we get a lockdown right there, so it will be worse than the first time.
Así es, efectivamente. Un comentario que quisiera ayudar a la luz. El doctor Manzanero había indicado en una de las conferencias de prensa que ha dado a tratar a cada persona como que fuera una persona potencial. Have that thing that any person could be a potential carrier of COVID-19. ¿Qué estoy tratando de decir con esto? No es de que vas a hacer a la persona de menos, pero más sin embargo guardar tu distancia. Eso de darse la mano, ya no. Eso de llegarte cerca a platicar, ya no. O sea, no sabemos ahorita quién tiene el virus. No sabemos. Hay gente que anda allá afuera. Algo que quiero también recalcar. ¿Por qué hablaba yo de la ignorancia? Déjeme comentarle que esta mañana yo venía hacia la televisora y a los estudios. Y pasé por el mercado, pasé la avenida, que es la calle que viene por St. Peter's. Y hay gente abriendo su puesto. Había gente abriendo su puesto y nadie me puede decir
que no. The market?
Exactamente.
No, man.
Están los buses parqueados ahí.
No, well,
todos los buses estaban parqueados ahí. Un negocio, ¿cierto? Ya miraba yo que ya tenía bananos ahí en la mesa.
But the bus then come because the right then stop.
Exacto.
They come in for the village, but
exacto.
I never know people who open stall.
Exacto. Y No, al igual, yo pienso que no debían, porque el día que dijeron que iban a cerrar todo ese sector, no había autobuses para
Also, the
parqueados
bus,
ahí.
yeah, you're right.
Sí.
You're right. The bus
No,
station parked at
ajá.
a different spot. Not supposed to go in, no, Joe?
Nadie,
Oh, I see.
sí, exactamente. Nada debía de estar entrando ahí. Nada debía de estar entrando. Yo no sé si fue porque uno de los comentarios del Tom Council había dicho de que ya habían hecho su punto de sanidad, desinfectar el lugar y que ya iban a abrir. Después de que salieron los casos resaltados, mandan otra información diciendo de que no se va a abrir hasta nuevo aviso. No sé si eso es la confusión, pero realmente...
O si ya pasó el nuevo aviso.
O ya pasó el nuevo aviso, ¿verdad? Porque la gente sabemos, tenemos entendido. Una persona me indicaba el día de ayer, dice, Emerson, nosotros vendíamos en el mercado, pero no es justo. O sea, mis verduras se están echando a perder. Nos mandaron a las casas que ya no podemos vender ahorita, pero hay gente que quizás no estaba en el puro mercado, había que se ponían así por el lado de St. Peters, ellos sí pueden vender. No es justo, Emerson. Son decisiones. Son decisiones. Yo creo que esta situación se está incrementando. Déjeme comentarle que por la ignorancia de estas personas cruzando la frontera ilegalmente, trayendo contrabando, esto es lo que nosotros veníamos tratando de educar al público desde un principio.
Pero la gente está diciendo también que esas mismas gente, los vendedores del mercado, ellos venden cosas de contrabando también, no todos.
La gente, sí.
¿Entiendes?
Hay gente que vende cosas de contrabando y hacen un mixture. Puedes ver, hacen un mixture entre la cebolla que compran del punto autorizado aquí y la cebolla que ellos consiguen de contrabando.
¿Tú crees que las cosas que ellos venden que son contrabando lo venden más barato o es la misma?
Al mismo precio. Wow. Es ahí donde hacen su ganancia.
Damn.
Ahí es donde hacen su ganancia.
Yeah, and then it put we in the trouble because we get sick, man.
Exactamente. Imagínense, 7 casos solo Rinjoa. 7 casos Corozal. Man. Estamos en la espera de los resultados de San Pedro. En San Pedro, el comisionado de la policía ya indicó que ni un oficial, ni un agente policial puede salir ni entrar a San Pedro.
Ahorita.
Ajá.
Wow.
El comisionado mandó.
Está cerrado, pues.
No es que San Pedro esté cerrado, sino que él mandó ese memorándum diciendo de que ningún policía puede entrar ni salir de San Pedro en estos momentos.
Y hablando del commissioner, hoy el commissioner se va a pasar aquí en Orange Rock.
Ok, ¿es el día de hoy? ¿No es ayer?
No, es hoy.
¿O es hoy?
Va en Santa Cruz, San Víctor y esas áreas.
Okay.
That's what I saw in the report that it was Wednesday, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the people they better tighten up. You know, he said we need to control the virus before we open the schools. Safe the way. You need to do something for make you go take care of yourself and make sure you're all right. You know, but so if they swab you with the COVID symptoms, what do you do? Where do you go? Who do you call? You will be right there when they swab you, so they will tell you where they're going on.
Yeah, they will give you the guidelines to what to do at that very point in time. I'm trying to get here the memorandum of what the Commissioner of Police sent out, but I know that he did mention that no officer is allowed to enter or
only officers.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was the entire community.
No. It was just officers. That's what he mentioned on that memorandum. I can't find it at this point.
People in a month just gone. So if you go and leave money on the stretcher, you no stretch the leave money if you no got a leave money because you want done. And if they lack off, we are not saying that they will be lacking off Orange Walk and Corozal, but if they lack off, then it's not only that if they lack it off, then you not can't come out of your house and things like that. When you lack off entire. So anybody who they work can't go.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be an essential worker when it comes to like one frontline worker.
That's right.
Then you can go.
That's
Because
right.
I know they give no pass to nobody. Now you worry about no kind of sweetheart right now. Because that out of style, I don't think sweetheart there again.
I think at this point in time also in Corozal, I saw a post from the IT vet school in Corozal, and they mentioned that school will not be reopening for them on the 10th. A tentative date is on the 24th for the IT vet in Corozal.
Okay,
So they made that
they got
public.
2 weeks.
Yeah, they made only the IT vet in Corozal. That's what they made public, right? I believe also yesterday the Ministry of Education also. I don't know if you had the opportunity to listen to the press conference.
Yeah, I just listened to most of the beginning when Dr. Bab was saying about the different contributions and what they're helping schools with, and if the schools they need some kind of materials or items, they can get in touch with the ministry. But I never really hear the other part of it.
Yeah, they were mentioning about they have the safety measures in place. You know, people are still scared. I mean, parents are scared. So the biggest question right now out there is, if I don't send my kid to school, will I get charged? That's a tough question.
Well, the child have a right to a name and a nationality. The child have a right to an education, but I don't know if they will be bringing down any kind of penalty right now in a time like this.
You're a parent, you want to protect your child.
If you don't send your picnic to school for a very good reason. They have, in a regular time, Emerson, where they don't got no kind of pandemic like what we have right now, and they got people who don't send their picnic to school.
Yeah.
They don't send their picnic to school and nothing happened.
She also mentioned that you need to go to the Ministry of Education to get an application exactly for a homeschooling. Yeah, for a homeschooling. It's every child's right to an education. We understand and we know fully. Man, you know why your picnic gets sick?
Yeah, you know why your picnic gets sick, and I just feel like when we closed down for in March, and they had online schooling, they had the ones on the radios and the televisions, and if we go through that for the next 2 months and continue like that, I don't think there's much that you'll be taking away from the kids. You're at more at a risk. You see, because check this out. You know how blaming games go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if school open and one kid get infected, then whatever the ministry is trying to protect and to show that, yes, we want the kids go to school because we want the kids get an education. We want to learn. But all of that thing will come down by the ministry. If something happened to one picnic, or maybe to one teacher, or a parent, they go to school, go pick up a picnic.
Exactamente. You're close again.
Yeah.
So you're close again. Quiero reiterar el comunicado de prensa del Belize Press Office en el idioma español, rápidamente para que la gente de habla hispana.
¿Qué está diciendo el Press Office? ¿Vamos a
habla
tener
hispana,
lluvia hoy? ¿Vamos a tener vamos a tener fiesta? ¿Qué está
es
diciendo?
conforme al Ministerio de Salud, cuando identificaron los 15 casos el día de ayer.
Okay.
Pero esto es para la gente que en habla español.
Okay,
¿verdad?
muy bien.
Dice, 15 nuevos casos de COVID-19 han sido identificados el día de ayer como resultado del rastreo de contacto de casos identificados durante el fin de semana. Estos casos son parte de un número récord de 148 muestras procesadas en un día. Los nuevos casos son los siguientes. Se han identificado 7 casos en Corozal, se han detectado 7 casos en Orange Walk. San Pedro ahora tiene un nuevo caso. 5 casos son del proceso de repatriación y estas personas están bajo órdenes de cuarentena. Dos de los casos en Corozal están relacionados con el caso identificado durante el fin de semana y 3 casos en Orange Walk están vinculados con el caso identificado en ese distrito durante el fin de semana. Los 5 casos son restantes parecen no estar relacionados. Esto es lo importante. Esos otros 5 casos parecen no estar relacionados con estos otros casos. Sin embargo, el rastreo de contactos se está realizando para identificar posible enlace. Por ahora, el Ministerio de Salud hace un llamado a toda la nación para que mantenga la calma y solo escuchen las fuentes oficiales de información del Ministerio de Salud y continuará actualizando al público a medida que la información esté disponible. Se le recuerda al público que mantenga el distanciamiento social, practique una buena higiene de manos, use mascarillas en todo momento en lugares públicos. Para consultas relacionadas con la salud, llame a 0800 MOH Care. Fin de cita.
Okay, so that is straight to the point.
Directo al punto, creo que no hay mucho que desglosar cuando se trata de esto. Lo más importante, creo que yo ahí aquí me estaba diciendo que los 5 casos restantes parecen no estar relacionados con estos otros casos ya identificados de aquí de Orange Walk. Eso es lo importante.
If you know what hear, if you know what understand, then you know what understand that. But right now, we need to be careful. We need to take care of ourselves, and especially if they not close down this place, then we have to go back like Emerson said yesterday. We used to have with hand sanitizer, we used to have with sprays and so, but they look like some of that drop off. So make we get back on it. Make we set up the wash hand basin and so with a pipe. Make you wash your hand when they pick, then they run both say, hey, when you can wash your hand. You know, and no a lot of people visit on our house.
But that was something very important. Thank you for touching that. Yo creo que esto es el momento de que la gente no debe de molestarse. You shouldn't be having visitors.
No, you know they go to nobody's house, go visit, I go to not a lion story and say, ¿qué pasó en la novela anoche? You know, ¿cómo estaba hablando Sam y Emerson anoche en esa novela? ¿Cuál uno está con la muchacha, cuál uno está con el acero, los celos o algo así? Ahorita es tiempo para quedarse en la casa y puedes poner canal 10 y ve qué está pasando. No they go visit people and no they gather a lot of people in your house. You know, so it's important for us to do that and make the picnic and wash their hand. Maybe they play on the hour. So, hey, you come wash your hand. Before they eat, make them wash their hand. After they don't eat, make them wash their hand. When they use the bathroom, they need to wash their hand. And get them busy. Make them start to review their books and so.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if they're going to school. Somebody just sent a text and said, just like what Emerson said about IT Vet in Corozal, they are saying that IT Vet here will open on the 24th. You know, that person must have a child going there.
Okay.
But that is what is happening now, folks. You see, if we tighten up and we're doing things there, we could remain safe. Because you might hear more cases that come out. And you know what, hear one of your friend, you know what, hear one of your family member, you know what, hear nobody at all name call. Well, you know if the name a call, because they don't call the name. But if I get it, they know I got it. Because I will make it public. So people, if you're there around me, I want to make them know what my situation, because I won't keep it back, because if it happened to me, I know what happened to nobody else.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly. It's a hard situation. Hemos llegado a todo esto, vuelvo y recalco, por la ignorancia de muchos. Yo creo que debemos de usar la palabra, yo estoy en acuerdo en utilizar la palabra de muchos. We have reached to this stage because of these people, not everyone, because they got some people where they protect themselves.
Nobody, they got some people who are very careful. But can we say, Emerson, that all these cases that are being identified or have been discovered that sick just because of them border jumpers and so, that for them all of them thing they go?
Yes, because I go back again to the repatriates. The repatriates have a protocol that they're following.
There's a control on that.
There's a control on that. Once they come in, that's straight to the hotel, you know.
Yep, and they know that.
That's straight, and they know that if you come to our country, you come back to your country, you're going straight to the hotel, go relax.
Yeah, but they want to jump in.
They want to jump in. They don't have a control.
And they know when they go and when they come back. You hear one lady me say no, text yesterday and said they got a BDF. We're going to cross a San Victor. The guy family will live across the Mexican side.
Exactly.
So when he come from work, he going home. He catch the door, the Cayuco, or whatever he have to do to reach there. He live there.
Yeah.
Hope he take care of himself.
And
hope his family is safe as well.
Someone said yesterday, he said, I wish the government would have just put all of the BDFs. It won't be enough.
Yeah.
It won't be enough. We're not telling you this to panic.
Mr. Trump, they put up the wall and people still they pass. Watch out once it comes to contraband, when it comes to illegal activities, when it comes to prostitution and things like that, immigration problem, custom, they could do as much, but the people still find a hole. The people dig tunnel.
Yeah, they do.
You know, I don't know how they got their own plane too. They got a plane where the radar can detect them, a lot of things. So people are finding a way. It just makes the work harder for the authorities.
It makes it work harder, but it all falls upon us. If we continue buying and supporting these people, man, the same way you support their people, go to the people's store. Go support their local stores. They have everything. They have vegetables. They have the Pampers, the picnic, and they have the milk, they have bread, everything where you want, they got that people's store. You no need for the buy. They even have the Bolaroja right then.
That's why I tell me tell me, girl, we stop go to market.
You know?
Because we see how people operate out there, so, and I said, I think, this one come from Mr. Eduardo Martinez. He's saying health official here in Orange Walk will need to step up and begin to advise the people what to do and where to go in case they become infected. We can't go to the Northern Regional Hospital and contaminate the only referral hospital in the North. Come on, this thing is serious.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to the hospital. That means they have to update you. Hey, if you have this thing, this is what they go on. I hear one many nights was referred to the ministry from a private healthcare center. Like a private doctor, he said, look like he got a symptoms, so he was referred to the ministry.
Imagine.
How many nights, you know?
Just imagine. It's a whole lot of situation. I believe that at this point in time, the best thing for us to do is to keep our distance, to follow all the protocols, man, and to stop by contraband. We stop it. This person, and it was all public on the news that she admitted that her husband had been doing this contraband thing. And
serious?
Yes, she admitted it.
They see once on the market.
Yes, she admitted it.
They show your face then.
They never show your face, but she admitted it on the
what you say? Her husband made it
was dealing with the contraband, and this is where he figured out that he got sick. This is one of the situations that we as a nation and we need to look at this. Man, so much time we've been telling you this border jumping thing is an issue. This border jumping thing will cause us problems. Now someone also said, man, I hear I arrange this, that. You know, it's hard.
It sound like world record, scratch record.
You know,
but that's not only way they do it. By most of the media houses, they do it. People put it on social media. People tell them when they're up on the street, hey, want to stay out from the place, please stop do it, please stop do it. But then they could please stop do it, or they could stop do it if you don't buy the thing there for them. Because if you don't buy the thing for them, you spoil and you lose their money.
Yeah, lose.
And they're not going back again because they got money if you go invest again. But the people from San Victor said they said that the people bring in cargamentos.
We heard about 2 pickups.
Yeah, loaded.
Loaded. 2 pickups loaded.
How do people get there?
You know, that's a tough question, but it is sad. Let's wait and see. The Ministry of Health will be issuing another statement sometime during the course of today. We still have wait and see, because I'm sure, and I'm more than sure that the Prime Minister of Belize will address the nation shortly. He will address the nation. He will not leave the nation with lots of questions. He have done a tremendous job when it comes to informing the nation, and he mentioned it in the House. If he has to do a lockdown, he will do it. This is to protect his people.
Then I say Dorian I come out with.
We're not there yet.
I
think
we
you
are
will-
there now. We are
Yeah,
there
we
now,
are
Dorian.
there
Listen
now.
to me, listen to me, Dorian. We are there now, you know.
And
my mom begs with me again, but the place they are closed down.
you see in the boat?
Why, I said, man, bleed up too. Nice, pretty white shirt.
That's right. But I just want to, reiterate, and I think this is my final words for this morning.
I hope that for this bad enough for the rest of your life.
Let's hope so. You never
That's
know,
your
Mr. Jean.
final word.
You never know.
That not a good word for you to use,
Probably sometimes you say that word because you have a feeling or something, but you never know.
I got a feeling.
But let's take care of ourselves. Let's not panic. We're done day night. Right?
Yeah, we have to try contain it now and keep it out of we area.
Exactly. I think we at the radio station itself, if you reach there, the door locked. He always maintain lock now. So these are the protocols there. And we're sorry if we just kind of open the door and say from far. And ask you what is your need there or whatever, But it is something that we all need to take care of ourselves. Wear your mask, wear it properly. Back your hand sanitizer always. And if you don't have the hand sanitizer, back on anything with alcohol, man. Back on it. Clorox.
Yeah, Clorox strong. Huh?
Stay home, I say.
But I stay home.
But anyways,
the man tell me go to the house with piano, you tell me stay home.
But anyways, guys, on a serious note, I would like to close off with saying, let's take care of each other. Let's follow the protocols, and let's ban this contraband thing.
Ban the contraband.
Ban the contraband, because don't be purchasing these things, ladies and gentlemen. 6 feet apart. That's one of the most important things. Wash your hands. Wash your hands is very important. Very, very, very important. Please take care of yourselves. If God so permits, we'll be back on another edition of the morning show, and we'd like to say, keep safe. Let's pray to God and let Him guide us.
We'd like to thank Brother Sam for being here earlier today. Also, Rafa and Nurse Deville, and everyone who tuned in. Good morning to the folks there in Copperbank. Thanks for the good treatment. They treat us good. The road is good. If you reach there, like God and God, the Taiwanese, they work on the road. Progress continues in the area. Copperbank, the only thing is I'm a lot of mosquito, but it's still all right because we get rid of them and bring the off. But Sam said the breeze should have been the blue. Why? I got my beanie. I got my beanie, so don't worry about that, Sam. You see what Sam like him, I'm a case to you. But Emerson, I know you don't sign up, but you saw at that party that we went to yesterday, it was pure local beverage. No kind of contraband thing never did it.
It was local beverage. If you notice, the chairs were at a distance.
Yes, we got there.
At a distance. And it was a safe one, I must say, in that aspect. A very safe one.
Nice gathering, man.
Nice gathering. You enjoyed that pavil.
Yeah.
I know you enjoyed the pavil.
But I just take one little taste, because I know that people prepare them pavil good, so just try a little taste. You never really tried. But Quebedo Bex, because you're going to left her. So by the time that you said I'm going to pick up Quebedo, boy, the man me did it, the man me ready to go, boy. But that's... So we need to control the virus first, then open the schools. That's the safest way. Folks, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow we have Minister Aragon on the show. On Thursday, Minister Aragon will be here tomorrow to talk about the development in the East, and maybe we could ask him what happened in the cabinet, some things that he can reveal out, because I don't know everything where they discuss the cabinet, but he usually tries to bring some of the points. So he's going to be here tomorrow with us right here on the Sugar City Morning Show. The show repeats at 8 o'clock tonight. We have the Channel 7 news coming up at 12 today. That's a repeat from yesterday. And the Hot News Live coming up at 6 o'clock today. Rahim, thanks very much. Sam, thanks very much once again. Emerson, thank you very much, my brother. It's a pleasure having you here. Without no kind of measure, no kind of complaint or nothing. Good morning, Miss Marina. Hope all is well, Mar. You have to take care of yourself, right? I'm not supposed to ask that because you always take care of yourself. Mr. Che Tyler, hope everything, and I'm glad you enjoy the leave vacation and are back home safe. If the good Lord so will, folks, Rahim, once again, thanks. We'll be back tomorrow right here on Nortevisión, the Sugar City Morning Show. We say bye-bye. Hasta mañana until...
Hasta la próxima.
We meet again.
Until we meet again.